Hello all, welcome to my channel Education Power. Today I am going to teach about next topic, that is administration of Shatavahanas. Okay. The administration of Shatavahanas is similar to that of Mauryans. And the king is the most powerful one, and he acts as the supreme commander of armed forces. Okay. He acts as the supreme commander of armed forces, and the king was considered as divine. And during the administration of Shatavahanas, there is hereditary succession. Okay, and the king adopt some titles like Raja and Maharaja and Maharaja. During the period of Shatavahanas, the entire kingdom is divided into Ahara. Okay, and this Ahara is further divided into Vishyas, and these Vishyas are further divided into Gramas. Okay, and coming to kingdom, the head of kingdom was king. Okay, and for Aharas, the head was Amatya or Kumaramatya. Okay, coming to Vishyas, the head was Vishayapati. And lastly, the head of Gramas was Gramika. Okay, please make a note of this. There are some sabhas called Nigama Sabhas. Okay, these are houses for city administration. Okay, these Nigama Sabhas are for city administration. Okay, and the information about these Nigama Sabhas comes from an inscription called Bhattiprolu inscription. The Bhattiprolu inscription gives information about these Nigama Sabhas. Okay, and these members of Nigama Sabhas or caste heads are referred to as Gahapatis. Okay, the caste head or members are referred to as Gahapatis. Now coming to military administration of Shatavahanas. Okay, during the period of Shatavahanas, the army chief referred to as Mahasenapati. Okay, and there are some forces like infantry, cavalry, elephant forces, and carts. Okay, and the information about the military administration of Shatavahanas comes from natural history Okay, the book This Natural History was written by Pliny. From this book, we can get the information about military administration of Shatavahanas. Okay, and there are some temporary camps. Okay, and these temporary camps referred to as Kandavaram. Okay, and there are camps in cities, and these are referred to as Katakam. Okay, please make a note of all these points clearly. Now coming to judicial administration of Shatavahanas. Okay, judicial administration of Shatavahanas. There are two types of courts. Dharmasteya and Kantaka Shodhana. Okay, and this Dharmasteya was called civil court, and this Kantaka Shodhana was called criminal court. Okay, and judges were referred to as Pradavivada. And coming to judgment was referred to as Mudravarta. Okay, and during the period of Shatavahanas, they follow a law book. This law book name was Shukraniti. Okay, Shukraniti was the law book which was used during the period of Shatavahanas. Okay, please make note of all these points clearly. These are very important. Now coming to revenue administration of Shatavahanas. Okay, the chief source of revenue was land tax. Okay, and the rate of tax was 1/6 of produce. Okay, there is also another tax for artisans and also for handicrafts. Okay, this tax is referred to as Kurakura. This Kurakura tax is for artisans and handicrafts, and there are two types of taxes, Baga and Deyameya. Okay, Brahmins and Sannyasis are exempted from the Brahmins and Sannyasis are exempted from tax. Okay, and there are two types of officers for revenue collection. They are Bandagarika, who collects revenue in form of produce. Okay, and next is Haranika, who collect revenue in form of money. Okay, now discuss about the next topic, that is religion. Okay, Shatavahanas follow Vedic religion, Buddhism as well as Jainism. Now coming to Vedic religion. This was mainly followed by kings. Okay. Now coming to Buddhism. This was followed by queens, common people, and by traders. Okay, and this Buddhism was introduced to South India during the period of Shatavahanas was Mahadeva Bhikshu. Okay, this Mahadeva Bhikshu introduced a new branch of Buddhism called Chaityavada. Okay, this Chaityavada means worship of various symbols related to life of Buddha. Various symbols related to life of Buddha. Coming to Jainism. Okay, this Jainism was mostly followed by early Shatavahanas. Okay, this Jainism was brought to South India during the period of Shatavahanas was Kondakundacharya. Okay, and this Kondakundacharya wrote a book called Samayasara. Okay. Now discuss about a famous personality, Acharya Nagarjuna. As we already know, Agnesri Shatakarni was the contemporary of Acharya Nagarjuna. Agnesri Shatakarni was contemporary of Acharya Nagarjuna. Okay, this Acharya Nagarjuna follows Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, and he introduced Madhyamika Vada. Okay, he wrote a book called Arogya Manjari, Sunyavada, and Sruhal Leka. Okay, he is referred to as Einstein of India. Please make all these points clearly. Coming to art and architecture of Shatavahanas. Okay, Shatavahanas follow Buddhist architecture. The structures which represent Buddhist architecture are stupas, chaityas, viharas, sangaramas. Okay, stupas. The largest stupa is in AP is Amaravati Stupa. Okay, this Amaravati Stupa is the largest stupa, and the oldest stupa is Bhattiprolu. Okay, coming to Chaityas. These Chaityas are referred to as prayer halls. Okay, Chaityas are referred to as prayer halls. Coming to Viharas, these are resting places for Buddhist monks. Okay, and Sangaramas means Buddhist monastery or school. Okay. There are some paintings related to Shatavahanas in Ajanta caves. Okay. In Ajanta, there are total 31 caves. Out of 31, 9-10 caves belong to Shatavahanas. Okay. Now coming to language of Shatavahanas. During Shatavahanas, there are two languages. There are Prakrit and Sanskrit. And this Prakrit considered as the official language of Shatavahanas. In a book, Gada Saptasati. Okay, as we already know, Gada Saptasati was written by Hala. Okay, in this book, we come across some Telugu words like Atta, Adam, Pota. Okay. Please make a note of all these points clearly. That's it for the session. We will continue the next topic, that is Society of Shatavahanas, in the next session. Thank you.